You're tuning in to Beyond Abuse channel. Today I'm going to be focusing on the word flying monkeys. What does that mean? I have a whole video series on the different vocabulary and the verbiage having to do with narcissistic abuse or toxic abuse so that we can move forward. Today I'm going to be talking about what does that mean? How does it happen? What does it feel like? How it affects us, and why does the narcissist do it? Those are the things I'll be tapping into and talking about in this video. If this sounds like it would be helpful to you, please like, subscribe, and share. Follow the playlist for the other verbiage videos as well. Stay tuned for more. So today I'm going to be talking about flying monkeys. What are flying monkeys? Flying monkeys are the people who the narcissist has gotten to rally around them, their cause, their illusion. So they've been cast into this play like we have been playing a role that we didn't realize we were playing. Oftentimes flying monkeys are doing the very same thing. They don't understand and they don't know that that's what they're doing. And so they think that they're helping a lot of the time. And what does it feel like when we are being a part of the flying monkey campaign? They call it a smear campaign, especially at the end. They have been setting up this whole facade of what your relationship's about, who you are about, what you're like, and setting the stage for you to be who you need to be, for other people to react the way they do. And so when other people are enlisted in this role, they're trying to appease, they are trying to be helpful, or they are looking for the attention from the narcissist as well. So it's feeding their need to feel popular, to feel that they're important, to feel that they're better than you are, as well as the same way that the narcissist is. And so it feels, when it's happening earlier on in the relationship, very confusing, because you don't understand people's reactions, just like the narcissist is not being truthful with their intention. And so sometimes you're stepping on their toes and you don't realize that you are, because you don't understand the rules of this game. The same thing may happen with other people that you bump into. And so unknowingly, they're saying things and they're coming from a different point of view than you can understand. And a perfect example with this would be, it was holiday time and I had a gift basket business. And someone else who had a gift basket part of their business was a florist. She asked how things were, and I thought, oh, okay, she's not feeling threatened, and that's nice that we're having a conversation. We're both at a networking event, and I said, it's been really good. It's been busy. I've been, up really late. I'm sure you know how that is. And I said something about working as between the narcissist and I, we've both been crazy busy. Him with his business and mine with my own. And she looked at me and she got really defensive and she said, no one works harder than he does. And I was like, where did that come from? So in my head, I rationalized it away, thinking she was jealous because she didn't want to accept that I was busy during the season and she felt I was taking business. Like, I couldn't figure out where that could possibly come from. But in hindsight, now I understand, no, this was the narcissist, because there was a trail of people involved that all went back to him. They could always all go back to him. So when something would be said that's just off, I now look back and it stood in my head because it seems so bizarre. It's like you're watching a movie and a whole section got cut out and you're like confused. How did we get to this conversation? Like, what am I missing? Well, I was missing the narcissist who was looking for sympathy or empathy. I can only imagine the other side of the conversation, that I was unavailable, always busy, and like, so he's been working 10 times harder. Like, and so she's feeling bad for him. That's what happens with flying monkeys and how it feels. It feels just as confusing as when you were with the narcissist. It's also really frustrating because when you go to what you think are friends or family, and they end up being flying monkeys for the narcissist, that you're losing your mind. How do they not believe you? How do they not know you? They've known you for so long. How are they believing the narcissist over you? Because there's lots of information that has been fed along the way to lead them astray. Again, there's a whole background going on that you couldn't defend yourself for. You couldn't say that wasn't true. Wait, let me set the record straight. No, because those conversations were confidential. They were not supposed to be told to you because, well, I'm concerned and I don't want her to know because she'll get so upset if she knew we spoke. No, I would get upset because of the intention. And once there's these secrets going on, it's a form of manipulation. There's no reason to have a conversation and need to keep it secret. The reason it needed to become secret is because if they knew and I knew the conversation was happening, we might join forces in regards to, oh, did this get mentioned or did that get mentioned? And you'd realize, wait, the stories don't match. So that's what it feels like. And how it affects us is we become re-victimized by people around us. So those people who don't even recognize that they're flying monkeys, they are inadvertently trying to help. They may reach out, they may say, oh, I heard, or they might just be, pretending that they don't know when they do know. So what that does is it makes us continue to question ourselves. It keeps us unable to connect and share with someone who could understand what we are going through. And so that's why gaining information like this is so important, because it validates and it clarifies exactly what has been going on. And why do they do it? They do it because they know at some point that you are going to turn to somebody else, that you're going to figure it out. And they make it as difficult for you to figure it out as possible. They also want to know that they have supply at all times, all around them. So they need to create this whole play. It's not just you and this person in this play. It's a whole community in this play. And so every person serves a purpose for them. They're able to gain leverage in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's trading off favors, whether it is getting secrets or having that person watch out for something, whether that person is following up on your Facebook page because they're concerned, I don't know what they're posting, and the person just volunteers to do it. When they're really good like that, when they're covert, they just hint around, they act concerned, and the person comes up with a solution that's right in line with what the narcissist wanted. And so that's why they do it. They get to have many people in many places doing many things for them. It makes them feel powerful, because when other people are doing subservient things, that's how they see it, subservient, like that you're working for them, it makes them feel more powerful. And it keeps you in a lesser power position of being very vulnerable, of not being able to heal, you're very isolated. That's part of the abuse cycle. And in regards to, how to heal from it, it's a very important point not to get stuck in that power struggle that you did with the narcissist, of trying to convince, of trying to explain, justify, and clarify with someone who already thinks they know what they know. They're not going to listen or believe you. And the more frustrated and the more angry you are, the more irrational in their minds you are. Because remember, the narcissist may not say much wrong. I know that mine barely would say anything negative, but had a way of doing it anyways. Like, I don't know, I'm so upset and I don't know what to do, and playing this role that people start telling him what he should do, and you shouldn't put up with that, when they don't know the true story. So going to people and trying to convince them, or talking to people to try to share with them, is very complicated, because the whole dynamics of narcissism was hard for us to understand, and we lived it. Imagine trying to be on the other side of it, understanding what happened behind closed doors, because they're really good at what they do. If they weren't so good at doing what they did, you wouldn't gotten sucked in either. So empowering yourself and finding out what you need to know about narcissism. How does it work? Knowing the tools that they use and how they use them, for me, was the greatest gift I could get, because unless and until I understood them, how could I overpower them? How could I get past it? How could I not fall in the traps of what they were setting? And flying monkeys are a huge trap, because every time we turn around, we try to talk to someone, or we try to connect with someone, and we are being closed down, shut down. And we want to warn people. We don't want people to go through what we went through. But unfortunately, they have to learn the hard way, because most of the time, most people will not get it. They will not understand. They won't appreciate it. And they will see it as you are trying to sabotage. It's as if you are a flying monkey against this person, when all you are trying to do is to stop the abuse from happening to someone else. But the main focus is on focusing on ourselves. We've got enough to deal with doing that. Remember, we have to feel it. We have to uncover it, to feel it, to heal it. You're doing that. I'm proud of you. You've got this. Keep going. For more information and more support, see the links below.